Why people shop at local store? Because local store offers good values. And the value, when we talk about price is obviously one value for us, but there are many other values. And I want to use quickly I want to use the Kepler as example, because I came to work at SRI in 1964. The first bookstore I went to was Kepler, and I've been their faithful patron for many years. And even though I don't live in Menlo Park, and I love Kepler because that time in 1964 was a left-wing store. Okay, and I think Clark's father has this left-leaning. Also, they offer all kinds of crazy stuff, offbeat stuff. Okay, for example, sadomasochist things. They could not find in most regular stores. Okay, but that reflects that Clark's father has a passion for his store. He's not having that store just to make money. He has that store because he loves that kind of literature and attract offbeat people like me to go there. So there's a match of values because I look for those things, and I found it in Kepler. And also, I think that's also true, that Clark's father has a love for the community. And that's why there's an outpouring of love when Clark was going to close it in 2005, because that's the value.
The first issue brought up was the multiplier effect. Some data and research that shows per dollar, 47 cents stays in the community if you buy at a local community versus something around 15 to 20% when you're buying from a shop that's a corporation. So that was a very interesting relationship that came out right at first. A feeling of connection, networking, and getting deals. Someone mentioned self-actualization, how you define yourself. When someone asks, who am I? Often you answer where you're from locally. So there's a sense buying from a local business is about identity. Sense of place. Hiring employees from the local area, including high school students. Difference in decision-making was discussed, that in a local business, the decision is right there in the business, whereas in a larger store, it's in the corporate office that can be in another state or far away. So that leads to being attuned with the local needs. And it was brought up that for nonprofits, it's much easier to go to a local business and get a donation than it is to deal with a large company that has to deal with a corporate office far away.
The staff is knowledgeable. They're gracious, they're friendly, and there's low turnover. So they know who you are when you come in as a customer. There's both space and encouragement for customer interaction beyond the transactions of the business. Okay, then we got into some kind of interesting observations. One was that some chains are more personal than others. Some people have a favorite Starbucks, and they actually do know that a lot of the people there, and the staff does know them, and they do call each other by name, and it's still a chain, and the money's still going, mostly to Starbucks, but it's an interesting kind of model to take a look at. Certain kinds of products have a much higher trust premium than others. One is car repair, and Francine told this great story about once she found this great car repair person, who she's known for 23 years, is that right? Then all future cars, they only do 3 kinds of cars. So she wouldn't buy a different car because she'd have to get a new repair person. So the repair person determined independent car. So Detroit needs to take a look at that.
Being physically present with the person who's providing service. We talked a lot about quality and the lack of quality in big box stores, and that most of the products that we're buying, particularly clothing, I don't want to sound like this racist. I mean, it's a sweatshop exploited labor. That's essentially what we're buying. We're buying our clothes from. If we want to pay more, the clothes are not going to be. They're going to be from Europe and from the United States, more likely than from Asia. Did I say that right?
It's just a throwaway. You can't find quality. To bring quality more local, you could spend it here.
Yeah. Let's see. Trust in the relationship and quality. Trust, relationship, quality, and service. So trust is that you're being told the truth by the person that is trying to sell you a product. I guess that's not always people's experience. Is that okay? Let's see. Most people. Knowing your customer beyond their buying preferences. So that's a part of what's appealing about local business, that you know the customer, their personal lives, and you're interested in them beyond just what they're going to purchase.
Personal relationships in stores goes a long way. Once you develop a personal relationship with a salesperson or with anybody you're dealing with a service company or whatever, it's really a whole lot different than doing something online. And one of the best ones we had was it was a cohesive community vision. Everybody involved in the community is involved in this.